Hi, I'm Alex. Today, we will build morning habits that actually work. This episode is simple and practical. You will learn a 10-minute routine you can start tomorrow, how to choose one priority for the day, and how to avoid phone overload. The key words are routine, priority, focus, habit, energy. I will use clear, natural English for B2 learners. Let's start with the idea. A good morning is not about motivation or willpower. It is about a small routine that runs even when you are sleepy. Your routine should be short, repeatable, and easy to start. If it takes only 10 minutes, you can do it on busy days, travel days, and lazy days. 10 minutes is short enough to begin and long enough to change your mood and your mind. The 10-minute routine. Water, light stretch, plan. Minutes 0 to 2. Water. After sleep, your body is low on water. Drink a full glass, about 250 to 300 milliliters. Add a squeeze of lemon if you like, but plain water is perfect. This small action raises your energy and helps your body wake up. It also gives you a quick win. First task done. Minutes 2 to 6. Light stretch and breath. You do not need a workout. You just need movement. Do gentle neck rolls, shoulder circles, a slow forward fold, and a calf stretch against the wall. Keep it soft, not painful. Add simple breathing. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Slow and steady. 4 breaths is enough. Movement plus breath wakes up the joints, reduces morning stiffness, and brings focus to the present. Minutes 6 to 10. Plan the day. Sit down with a pen and a small note. Write your one priority at the top. Then list 2 support tasks that help that priority. Example, priority, finish slide deck. Support, collect figures. Send draft to Anna. Keep it short. Planning on paper clears the mind and reduces stress. Your brain now knows where to start. Why does this 10-minute routine work? Because it respects how humans work in the morning. First, water gives you physical energy. Second, light movement sends a message of safety to your nervous system. Third, a tiny plan creates focus and reduces decision fatigue. You finish the routine feeling awake, calm, and ready. One priority for the day. Most people make long to-do lists and then feel bad at night. Let's change that. Pick one meaningful task that moves your life or work forward. This is your priority. If you finish it, the day is a win, even if everything else is messy. How do you choose it? Ask, if I only complete one task today, which task creates the biggest positive outcome? Make it concrete and visible. Write a verb plus a clear result. Call supplier and confirm delivery, not work on delivery. Make it realistic. A priority should fit inside a normal day. If it is huge, define the first small step. Then protect your priority with a simple rule. Do it in your first deep focus block. That means 25 to 60 minutes without messages. No email, no social media. Close extra tabs. Put your phone away. Tell a teammate you will be offline for a short time. When the block ends, take a 2-minute break and then continue or move to other tasks. One strong block each morning is enough to change your week. Your phone is useful, but it wants to steal your focus. If the first thing you touch in the morning is your phone, you start the day with other people's priorities. Let's build simple rules to keep your habits clean and your mind clear. Rule 1. Delay the scroll. For the first 30 minutes after you wake up, do not open social apps, news, or email. Use your phone only for essentials, alarm off, music, or timer. This short delay protects your mood and gives you real control at the start of the day. Rule 2. Home screen detox. Move social apps off your first screen. Keep only tools that support your routine: clock, notes, calendar, music. If an app causes stress, remove its icon from the front page. Make distractions harder to reach and good habits easier. Rule 3. Tame notifications. Turn off non-critical alerts. Keep messages, calls, and calendar if you need them. For everything else, choose no sound, no banner. You can also set focus mode in the morning. Allow only important contacts. Fewer interruptions equals more energy for the work that matters. Rule 4. One purpose per unlock. Each time you unlock the phone, ask, "What is my purpose?" Do that one thing, then lock it again. This micro rule prevents the open Instagram, then open 3 more apps, then forget why I came loop. Rule 5. Physical distance at night. Charge your phone outside the bedroom, or at least out of reach. Use a simple alarm clock if needed. When the phone sleeps far away, your sleep is deeper and your morning is calmer. Change your morning with tiny steps. Start with the 10-minute routine for 7 days. When it feels easy, add the first focus block for your priority. When that feels normal, improve your phone rules. Small moves create big results if you repeat them. Your goal's not a perfect morning. Bye. Hi, I'm Alex. Today we will practice simple and useful English for job interviews. We will learn short phrases, common questions, and easy ways to show your best qualities as a worker. Speak with me. Repeat the sentences out loud. Confidence grows with practice. First, a very short structure to answer questions. STAR. Situation, task, action, result. 1 or 2 sentences for each part is enough. Repeat after me. Situation, what was happening? Task, what I needed to do. Action, what I did. Result, what changed in the end. Now, useful opening phrases. Repeat, thank you for the opportunity. I'm happy to be here. My name is Alex, and I'm excited about this role. I read the job description, and I believe I'm a good match. Let's practice key worker qualities. Repeat, I am reliable and on time. I'm organized and I plan my day. I communicate clearly with teammates and clients. I'm proactive. I solve small problems before they grow. I learn fast and I ask good questions. I'm calm under pressure and I stay polite. I care about quality and details. I like to help others and share knowledge. Now, common interview questions with short model answers. Tell me about yourself. Sample answer. My name is Alex. I have 5 years of experience in customer operations. My strengths are clear communication, problem solving, and process improvement. In my last job, I reduced delivery time by 30% using a simple checklist. I'm ready to bring the same focus here. What are your strengths? Sample answer. My main strengths are reliability, teamwork, and learning fast. For example, when we changed software, I created short guides for the team. It saved time and reduced mistakes. What is a weakness? Sample answer. I can be too detailed. To manage this, I set a time limit for each task and ask for quick feedback. This keeps quality high and speed good. Why do you want to work here? Sample answer. I like your product and your focus on customer experience. Your values match mine: quality, ownership, and constant improvement. I want to grow in a team that cares about results and people. Tell me about a challenge at work. Use. Star. Situation. Orders were late in summer. Task. Reduced delays. Action. I mapped the steps, removed one approval, and called the courier to change pickup time. Result. Delays dropped by 40% in 6 weeks. Tell me about teamwork. Sample answer. In a busy week, we had different priorities. I led a short meeting, we ranked tasks by impact, and set clear owners. We finished one day early, and the client was happy. How do you handle pressure? Sample answer. I use a simple system. List tasks, set priorities, and focus on one thing at a time. I breathe, communicate updates, and ask for help early if needed. How do you deal with a mistake? Sample answer. I admit the mistake, fix the impact, and write a short note about the root cause. Then I share a simple rule to avoid it next time. Why should we hire you? Sample answer. I deliver results, I'm easy to work with, and I learn fast. My past projects show clear outcomes, faster delivery, fewer errors, and better feedback. Do you have any questions for us? Good questions. What does success look like in the first 3 months? How does the team give feedback? What are the next steps in the process? Now, short phrase bank for clear answers. Repeat. In my experience, my role was I was responsible for. I worked with, I improved by, I reduced from to, I increased by percent. The outcome was, we learned that. After feedback, I changed, let's practice numbers and outcomes. Repeat. I reduced response time from 5 hours to 2. I increased customer satisfaction from 4.0 to 4.6. I saved 10 hours per week with a new template. I handled 30 tickets per day with a 95% quality score. Now, a short, clear self-introduction you can use at the start. Hello, I'm Alex. I have 5 years of experience in operations and customer service. My strengths are communication, organization, and problem solving. Recently, I led a small project that cut delivery delays by 30%. I enjoy working in teams, and I'm ready to bring this mindset to your company. Body language and voice tips. Repeat. I sit tall, and I breathe slowly. I pause between ideas. I look at the interviewer while speaking. I smile when it fits the message. I use short sentences for clarity. Closing the interview, repeat, thank you for your time today. I'm very interested in this role. Based on our conversation, I believe my skills in Newshage and Bishai will help the team. I look forward to the next steps. Finally, a short checklist before the interview. Prepare 3 STAR stories. Problem solving, teamwork, learning fast. Choose 3 strengths with examples. Prepare 1 honest weakness with a solution. Research the company, product, values, and 1 recent news item. Plan 2 questions for the end. That's it for today.
Hi, I'm Alex. Today we are going to talk about sleep, why it matters, what hurts our sleep, and a simple routine you can start tonight. My promise is clear. If you follow a few easy steps, you will wake up with more energy, a better mood, and a calmer mind. Good sleep is not a luxury. It is basic care for the brain and the body. While you sleep, your brain organizes memories and throws away waste. Your muscles repair, and your hormones find balance again. When we sleep poorly, we feel slow, hungry, and stressed. When we sleep well, we think faster, decide better, and have more willpower to do healthy things. First, choose a target bedtime. Pick a time that is realistic for your life and try to follow it every day, even on weekends. Your body loves rhythm. A stable schedule trains your internal clock. If your bedtime is very late now, do not jump to an early hour in one day. Move it earlier by 15 minutes every 3 nights. Small changes are easier to keep than big ones, and success builds motivation. Second, control the light around you. Light is a strong signal for your brain. Bright blue light from phones and laptops keeps you awake. In the last 60 to 90 minutes before bed, reduce the light in your room. Lower the brightness on screens or use a warm filter. Turn off strong white lights and use softer lamps. In the morning, do the opposite. Open the window and get daylight on your face. Morning light tells your body that it is time to be awake, and this also helps you feel sleepy at night. Third, build a short wind-down routine. A routine is a set of simple actions that you repeat every night so your brain receives the message, "We are slowing down now." Keep it between 20 and 30 minutes. For example, tidy your room for 2 minutes, prepare clothes for tomorrow, make a caffeine-free tea or a glass of warm milk, and read a few pages of a light book. If you prefer breathing exercises, try this. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. Repeat for 2 minutes. Your nervous system will relax, and your mind will become quieter. Fourth, reduce late stimulants. Caffeine can stay in your body for many hours. Try to avoid coffee, strong tea, and energy drinks after mid-afternoon. Alcohol can make you sleepy at first, but it breaks your sleep later and reduces sleep quality. Heavy dinners also make your body work when it should rest. If you are hungry late at night, choose something light, like yogurt, a banana, or a small toast. Fifth, make your bedroom friendly for sleep. Keep it cool, dark, and quiet. A fresh temperature helps your body drop heat, which is a natural step before sleep. Use blackout curtains or a sleep mask if there is street light. If noise is a problem, use earplugs or a simple fan for soft background sound. Remove visual stress. Close the laptop, put dirty clothes away, and turn the clock so you cannot see the numbers. A clean space supports a clean mind. Sixth, manage stress before bed. Many of us feel that our thoughts get louder at night. One practical tool is a short brain dump. Take a small notebook and write tomorrow's tasks in a quick list. Then close the notebook. This tells your brain that the plan is safe on paper, so it does not need to repeat the same ideas again and again. You can also try a short body scan. Start at the forehead, relax the eyes and the jaw, drop the shoulders, release the hands, soften the belly, and let the legs feel heavy. Move slowly from head to toes. This simple practice invites the whole body to rest. Seventh, move during the day. Regular movement supports better sleep at night. A 20 or 30-minute walk, light cardio, or basic strength training can help a lot. Try not to do very intense exercise right before bed because it can make you too alert. Morning or afternoon exercise works best for most people. Eighth, use naps wisely. Short naps can be helpful if you feel very tired, but keep them under 25 minutes and avoid late naps. Long or late naps can steal sleep from the night and make it harder to fall asleep later. What if you cannot sleep? If you do not fall asleep after about 20 or 30 minutes, do not fight with the bed. Get up, go to a dim room, and do something quiet, like reading a few pages or listening to calm music. When you feel sleepy, return to bed. This method teaches your brain that bed is for sleeping, not for worrying. Now let's create a simple sleep menu that you can repeat every night. 1 hour before bed, dim your screens and stop checking email or social media. 30 minutes before bed, take a warm shower, make a caffeine-free drink, and prepare your clothes for the next day. In bed, do 2 minutes of box breathing and read 10 pages of a light book. Keep this plan simple. Consistency beats perfection. If you miss a step, do not punish yourself. Return to the routine the next night. Hi, I'm Alex. Today we're talking about the Camino de Santiago. What it is, its main routes, why so many people walk it, how it feels to reach Santiago, and a few simple tips for the journey. Short, clear, and useful. Let's begin. People say you do not walk the Camino de Santiago. The Camino walks you. Put away the GPS for a moment and look for the yellow arrow. It is Europe's oldest follow me. For more than 1,000 years, pilgrims from many countries have crossed mountains, vineyards, and towns with one hope: to arrive at a place and to arrive a little different inside. There is not only one Camino. There are several routes that meet in Santiago de Compostela, like veins that reach a heart. The French way, the Northern way, the Via de la Plata, the Primitivo, the Portuguese way. Each one has a special mood. The French way is the social route: easy conversations, hostels every few kilometers, and constant buen camino. The Northern way offers sea views, mist, and a quieter style. The Primitivo is hard but beautiful, and it rewards you with silence. None of them is the best for everyone. The right route is the one that fits your needs at this moment of your life. Your credential, with its stamps, becomes your passport. At the start, it feels like a new sticker album. At the end, it looks like a diary. Each stamp is a simple message. I was here. It may come from a Romanesque church where time seems slow, a small bar where a tortilla saved your morning, or a friendly host who tells you, if it hurts, you're alive. Your body will complain. Blisters get names. The backpack feels heavier than you expected, even if you tried to pack only the basics. You learn to listen to your feet like teammates. Take care, negotiate, prevent. Soon you notice that the best rhythm is not what your watch says, but what your breathing says. The Camino slows you down, and this slow speed is not a problem. It becomes a way to think clearly and enjoy the journey. Then comes the community. The Camino is like a social network without phones. You meet people from Korea, Brazil, Germany, and Albacete. There are no algorithms, only chance. You share a table and a story appears. Someone walk in because of a promise. Someone walk in after a personal loss. Someone walk in for thoughtful tourism, or simply out of curiosity. 30 kilometers can hold many biographies. You also hear yourself telling your own story with fewer filters than usual. Maybe it is the tiredness. Maybe it is the special feeling of being on the way and not needing to pretend. The Camino is also a visual lesson. Mornings with fog make the world softer. Stone villages have doors that creak. Vineyards teach patience. Cathedrals look like spaceships from another age. If you look carefully, you will see a pattern: stone, water, wood, iron, basic materials that last. Sometimes rain gives everything a natural shine. The gray sky becomes a kind of free HDR that no camera can beat. You learn to find beauty in small things: a shadow, a field, a simple path. There are unwritten rules. The first one: do not leave a trace that others must clean. The second: greet people. A buen camino is like a handshake from a distance. The third: respect different rhythms. Some people walk with loud music. Others choose silence and listen to the wind, the bells, the insects, and the sound of the walking stick. And there is one more rule that sounds strange but is true. Gear matters until it does not. Good boots and a decent backpack help, of course. But your most important tool is your mind when your motivation is low at kilometer 22. Small habits give structure to each day. The first: look to the horizon. the little treasure hunt for the next yellow arrow. The classic stop for tortilla and café con leche. The quick massage with a simple cream that smells like an old pharmacy. The rain jacket you dislike until the cloud opens and then you love it. And the eternal question, how much is left? The honest answer is always the same. Enough. Arriving in Santiago feels a bit strange. You imagine this moment many times. In real life, it is simple and deep at the same time. The Obradoiro Square opens like a theater that breathes. You sit down. Words are not necessary. The square becomes a mirror. Laughter, tears, hugs with people who were strangers yesterday but are not strangers now. Sometimes a pilgrim puts the backpack on the ground with special care, as if leaving a weight that is no longer needed. If you want numbers, here is one. Your heart beats fast. If you want something you cannot measure, here it is. Something inside finds its place again. Many people say the Camino is addictive. Maybe they are right. The mind remembers effort with kindness and turns pain into a story with meaning. Welcome to this podcast for Guardia Civil and Army officers who want to improve their English. Here we talk about history, culture, and practical situations to help you prepare for the SLP exam. If you are studying for the SLP, remember that we have a special book on Amazon. It is made for Guardia Civil and Army members with exercises, vocabulary, and tips to pass the English SLP exam step by step. You can find it easily on Amazon. Now, let's begin with today's episode. Today we start a journey through the history of the Guardia Civil. This is episode 1, The Origins. To understand the birth of the Guardia Civil, we need to go back to Spain in the year 1844. At that time, the country was going through a very difficult moment. Spain had many social problems, political instability, and economic crisis. Roads were not safe, villages were often attacked by bandits, and the state had little control outside the big cities. Ordinary people lived in fear when they traveled, especially in rural areas. Because of this insecurity, the government decided to create a new force, the Guardia Civil. The idea was simple but very ambitious. They wanted a police body that could work all over Spain, especially in the countryside, and that could guarantee law, order, and protection for citizens. The Royal Decree of 1844 officially created the Guardia Civil, and the first Inspector General was the Duke of Ahumada, Francisco Javier Girón. The Duke of Ahumada had a clear vision. He wanted discipline, respect, and honor to be the foundations of this new force. The famous motto of the Guardia Civil, El honor es mi divisa, honor is my badge, was established from the very beginning. This motto was not only a phrase, it was a way of life for the new institution. The uniform of the Guardia Civil also became an important symbol. The most characteristic part was the black tricorn hat. It was unique, and soon people began to recognize Guardia Civil officers by their uniform. For travelers on the road, seeing the tricorn meant safety. The first missions of the Guardia Civil were very hard. Spain was full of bandits, smugglers, and criminals. Many of them operated in rural areas, mountains, and roads, places where the state had little presence. The Guardia Civil had to face them directly. This fight was dangerous, and many officers lost their lives in service. But their sacrifice helped to make the roads safer and gave confidence to the people. Little by little, the reputation of the Guardia Civil grew. In villages and small towns, they became a constant presence. Unlike other military forces, the Guardia Civil lived close to the people. They had small posts, called casas cuartel, where officers and their families lived. This made the Guardia Civil part of daily life in rural Spain. They were not just strangers passing through. They were neighbors who shared the same life and the same problems. During the second half of the 19th century, Spain faced many conflicts: the Carlist Wars, political instability, and economic changes. The Guardia Civil had to adapt to all of these situations. Sometimes they were used to maintain public order during revolts. Other times, they fought against new forms of organized crime. Their role was always to defend the state and to protect the people. One important element of their identity was discipline. The Guardia Civil was created with a military structure, and this gave it strength. Orders were respected, hierarchy was clear, and loyalty was central. This military style helped them to resist corruption and to create a reputation for honesty. Many people, even today, say that if you want something done with discipline and responsibility, you ask the Guardia Civil. By the end of the 19th century, the Guardia Civil had become an essential institution in Spain. They were respected, sometimes feared, but always present. They had transformed the image of security in the countryside. Traveling was still dangerous, but with the Guardia Civil on the roads, people felt more protected. Their story in the 19th century is one of sacrifice and duty. The first officers built the foundations of an institution that still exists today. Their values of honor, discipline, and service are the same ones that guide the Guardia Civil in the 21st century. The Guardia Civil was born to bring peace and order to a country full of insecurity. And that mission, started in 1844, continues today.